And look at this 4-man rotation, but Alice spots him right out.
Yep, Alice is going to be there. I mean, hey, you know, if there's any team that's going to convince me on this hero, it's going to be Maple and crew. I mean, I'm Canadian, so I have to cheer for Maple here as she's walking into the entire team of One Trick, landing that clutch stun. Oh, they pulled that.
That is huge. Omen just pulled the best reset ever. And look at that. Dave is able to get their red buff, and because of that reset, that's exactly what we talked about and I drew last week on the board, and they must be studying my cast or something.
That was strictly mechanically perfect. They just pulled that leash incredibly. That was literally wasting the time of 3 members of the side of One Trick to start this game. That was absolutely clutch. That is how you shut down jungle aggression right there. 1 key stun, 1 key auto, a little bit of pull, and Bob's your uncle.
Yeah, and this is scary. When Zephy's gets ahead of you in the game, that is so scary to play against because Zephy is a huge snowball hero. He builds a lot of tank. When he lands his death from above, he gets the thunderclap active there that basically makes every single of his auto attack and abilities do extra magic damage. That's why against the Zephy's, he does actually a lot of magic damage in addition to AD damage because of that kit and his ability.
Yeah, so we'll see how that plays out. We'll see how we see that in the response builds, obviously wanting to shut that down in terms of getting that defense there. So we'll see how teams build to respond to that here, or if we even get to that stage in this game. So let's talk about this Max. Sui J, you predicted this as his first pick because it shuts down the ADCs. Bruticus may fall here down in the Dragon Lane, and he will do. That will be our first spell. But talk to us about this Max. What makes it so hard to run an ADC into Max?
Yeah, because Max has liftoff. His ability, he gets onto any carry in the back line, no matter. You cannot stop his liftoff potential, and that's why Max is so good to counter against ADC because you dive in. But Dave is just playing the Zephy's like a god. I mean, down there when he killed Wonder Woman, he saved his ultimate for Wonder Woman to use her flicker, and after she flickered, he then used the death from above to stun her and secure the kill. So that was a beautiful and well-calculated maneuver there by Dave, and just carrying the Zephy's here.
I love it because he's got just the most casual. Who's this? Dave? But Dave is playing like a beast right now between his Violet in game number 1 and his Zephy's here in game number 2. The dude is going off. This is what I like to see here from Darkpower. But of course, One Trick, the game is still young. They are not behind too much in terms of this early gold, so they still have a Lucifer!
Whoa!
Kobe from downtown. That was what they needed to do. They are feeling so confident with this. What is his play?
Wow, that Thunderbird ultimate there, and the positioning to land that and be able to get that off to secure the kill on the cry. And look at this, Max being so aggressive against the Roma. He's slow, he can't do much. He jumps over, uses Flicker, but barely escapes there by the hands of Dave.
Always Green is like, I'm level 3, I can't. Oh, that's a big feels bad, man, if you're a Lumber who just doesn't have that crucial element of your kit. But down in the bot lane, Omen actually got smacked around by Bruticus down there. That was huge. He's actually going to be forced to probably back up here as well, have someone relieve some pressure down there. So the Wonder Woman, we haven't talked about her a ton yet, but of course she is going to be a huge factor here. I need this Wonder Woman to go off for the side of One Trick if they have any hope of coming back in this game.
Yeah, definitely. They need to be able to slow the bleed now. It's 3K gold deficit, and it's under 4 minutes, and 3 deaths already. So now with, the side of Darkpower taking Abyssal Dragon, they're taking the Spirit Sentinel. This puts him at a huge, huge disadvantage. And look at Lucifer there, just dodging and outplaying the Kali, and just going right behind the Kali, because when you're behind Kali and she's ulting, she's not going to hit you. She's not going to do any damage. And what a beautiful play by Lucifer there.
Yeah. Lucifer is just going off. And I have to say, Maple is playing this Alice beautifully. I don't think I've seen him miss a stun yet this game. This is exactly how you need to play this hero. I always sort of question the utility of more of the squishy end of the support, sort of what they bring here when you have going up against like the Chognar and the Lumber and stuff. I sort of, am a little more hesitant on the squishier end of the supports here, but this is a case for it. Absolutely. Lucifer and crew are going in here. Maple with the shields. Always Green has stepped in, stepped up, and is stepping out. That is a quick takedown here for the side of Darkpower. The Kali ult did absolutely nothing. The thing is you need to have that initial setup, and Lumber is such a great tool to do that. You knock them up with the Earth Splitter, and then you follow up with the Kali ult. Like, it's a great combo, but you need to land it, and they just are not able to make it happen.
Yeah, that is critical there to set your team up for success. But you see what Darkpower did there. They lived and camped in the jungle of the side of One Trick, waiting for that blue buff to spawn, baiting out the aggression from One Trick, and then coming out the bush, and deleting Always Green. And as a result, they also get another Abyssal Dragon. That's 2 dragons on their side, and this is looking so good and so snowbally for the side of Darkpower.
Yeah, this is looking really solid for them. Darkpower is coming out swinging. Once again in game number 2, 5 kills to 0 here. They are decided he wanted to try and duel with Max in the top lane, and that may have been an error because Dave and Maple have decided, I feel like that's a brand of ice cream or something. Dave and Maple are here to secure this kill for them, and now Dual Spirals is trying to take down Omen here, but the knockup from Lubu, the dodge, he's trying to fight. Oh, he's trying to bait Always Green. I think he realizes he's probably dead here, but can he take one of them with him? His Conqueror available to try and turn on this. Wait, the spin to win. No, not quite able to get over the wall there. Zelf is joining that fight as well. But in the meantime, Sui J, what's happening?
Yeah, he's delayed it enough where now they can honestly shut down the jungle, but right here, what Darkpower needed to do was take the tier 2 tower there, and they didn't. And as a result, you know, they could have got an even trade there, but now they're trading tower for tower, and they could have got 2 towers, top tier 2 and then the tier 1 mid. However, this works out okay for One Trick and okay for Darkpower.
Yeah, Darkpower, I mean, a kill for... They lost one hero, got 2 towers, and lost the tower. So it was a relatively even trade there for them. So we'll see, you know, how they recover here. I think they need to sort of reset back up here and then look to. They sort of. I feel like they started to get some rotations going and some aggressive posturing, and then it sort of devolved into just sort of pseudo-organized chaos in the enemy team jungle. I feel like they need to start coming back into this with a game plan. If you're One Trick, you need to rethink the entire game plan because something is not quite working here for them. They do, I think, just need to commit as heavy rotations, and they need to instantly blow up this dragon, but instead it's the side of Darkpower here, and One Trick is nowhere to be found.
Oh, he missed that Zephy's ultimate, but they're still going to be able to secure the kill on Wonder Woman, and they're going to trade towers here at this point. And that's going to be the tower and a potential Abyssal Dragon as well here on the side of Darkpower.
Yeah, this is huge. They're going to get the pick. Oh, but in return. All right, the Darkslayer. Okay, this is what One Trick needed to do. Forget the dragon. I scratched that. I take that back. Darkslayer. That's the way to go. That is what they need to do to help get them back into this game here. They did lose the dragon, lose a tower, lose a kill, but they do have this buff. But it all comes down to, can they convert that? Can they translate that into kills? Yeah,
exactly. And they need to use this as an advantage to get back into the game. They're down just 3k gold, so not too bad here. 4k now, but not too bad here. But with Darkslayer buff, they can exert much more map control here. They can then start dominating and pushing the waves and putting pressure onto the side of Darkpower, and then getting hopefully a team fight that is favorable for them.
I hear you. You need to find some favorable phrasing on that one. Yes, they need to try and find a situation where they can get themselves ahead. Got to pick here to start things off. Get some serious poke before they go in. I get you, dude. It's been a long day. These have been some crazy games. I'm starting to get a little bit tired, too, but this action is hyping me up right now here in game number 2. Darkpower is actually on the back foot in the mid lane, but it is Omen on the flank. They're looking to re-engage. Dual Spirals is just gone, and now it is Always Green who is going to find himself out of luck up a creek without a paddle, and that is not where he wanted to be. Omen on the flank. This guy is an absolute beast. I keep saying that about every member of Darkpower. I feel like this is a team of MVPs.
Yeah, and that positioning by Dual Spirals was a little questionable. Easily focused by the Zephyrs there and basically killed. And look at that. The amount of damage coming from the side of Darkpower is just too much. It didn't matter that Dark's there, but Lucifer, he is just outplaying the enemy team there. Wow, what a monster here.
Oh no, Wonder Woman's like, whoa, let's do this, throw the ult, and Lucifer's like, taps her on the shoulder, hello friend, I'm over here. Oh man, like watching, again, we talked about this mechanic, you talked about this before we even got into this series. Lucifer and crew are showing why, how they're able to rotate tower aggro in that top lane dive, and then seeing how Lucifer plays this Tulin in the mid. These guys are beasts. I'm actually so impressed with this squad right now. One Trick, we've seen what they can do. We know they can go toe-to-toe with good teams, but they are just getting totally outclassed here. They need to make something happen. This Cricknack has been a complete non-factor in this game. He needs to come online, needs to try and find some picks. This bug needs to be scary.
Yeah, and he is down in items right now. He only has 3 tier 3 items. 5K, he's not actually that behind against Dave, though, the Zephy, so they have a chance to come back here. It's just the only thing is the level. A lot of level 13s on the side of Darkpower, and level 10s, 11s, and 12s on the side of One Trick. So this is a little dangerous for him to contest anything at this moment. They just need to farm up and get the level parity and then try to make a play off that by catching someone from Darkpower off guard when they overextend or they're just too aggressive or too trigger happy.
Well, here's the thing, is I think that at this stage, there is a good chance the Darkpower may overextend because they're feeling so confident. You need to abuse this confidence right now. So far, they have been able to walk around pretty much uncontested, but I don't think that's going to go on for very much longer here because One Trick has nowhere to go. They need to find somebody on the side of Darkpower who's feeling overconfident, and they need to abuse that right now. They need to use that as a handhold to claw their way back into this game, or they are just going to be destroyed. Death by 1,000 cuts right now as One Trick is getting pushed in every direction.
Yeah, look at this bait here. Are they going to engage? And he does, and look at that huge 3-man Zephy stun, and they're going to probably get the kill on Brit, but he is able to flicker away to safety.
Yeah, getting over the wall, that was huge, and dual spirals on the flank with the Gatling Guns of Doom coming in there from that Kali as well. The death from above not quite able to actually secure the death of any of his opponents here. So that was, you know, a good thought process from the side of Darkpower, but a really good response from One Trick, able to survive, sustain through that as well. But the Dragon is back up on the board. They're getting pushed in here. This is still a very favorable position for DP.
Yeah, you can see Alice's ultimate there. It is such a huge slow. Kali just couldn't move. It's like she was stuck in quicksand because she has Frosty along with the slow. It stacks, and that ultimate is just so devastating once she gets enemy team into it. And look at that slow. You see that. They cannot move and get out of that ultimate.
I think they mistimed that slightly, though, because the minion wave was not quite there amidst. They weren't able to actually secure this high ground tower, and they're diving in now, trying to find the takedowns in the back. They do find the Kali, but Dave is going to drop as well here. The Lumber ult is doing a lot of work here, as now Omen has to get over this wall. No!
Ooh, that lasso!
Bringing him back, and now it's Suhu from the flank as well here, the Max, but he's joining the party just a little bit too late. Sir, we've already had last call. No Maple! Oh, dear. Lucifer now going and finding that takedown there as well. Wonder Woman back-to-back lassos, back-to-back kills. That's what they needed. Darkpower still secures themselves a pretty decent advantage, but not able to get that high ground, and that was crucial.
Yeah, they needed to just secure the tower instead of trying to dive because the whole team wasn't ready. They weren't all diving onto One Trick at the same time, and this is Darkpower's weakness here. They like to go in by themselves or not as a single unit, and as a result, their over-aggression just gets the best of them. Too trigger happy here, trying to get kills instead of objectives, and kills don't win the game, my friend. Objectives do.
And now we're only looking at a 6K lead here for the side of Darkpower. A little more than 6 kills here, but I mean, again, that is what One Trick needed. Darkpower needed to feel overconfident. They dove the core, dove the T3. That's not what you need to do. That tier 3 high ground tower is hitting like a truck and is going to sustain here. They slightly mistimed that Alice ult. They did not actually have that for that fight there. They used it in the Dragon Lane. That was crucial.
Exactly, yeah, they shouldn't have used that. Why use the ultimate if you're not going to use that to play? Because if they had the ultimate up and they had a Zephy stun on top of that, they would have been so slowed and couldn't get out and silence that it would have been a huge play for the side of Darkpower again. And also Max ulted late. When Max ulting, they need to all go in at the same time instead of ulting late and going and just getting caught one by one there. And look at this, they're gonna get caught out here, and this is gonna be a rough fight for the side of Darkpower. Can they turn in their favor? It looks like they do. Wow.
Dave is there. Only 2 members were there at the start, but the rest of the team is joining as dual spirals. The target in the back line is who's going in on that Max. The Lumber ult, though, acting onto many members, but it's not going to matter here as Lumber himself is going to drop back to the wood pile indeed, and it is Bruticus now full retreat. Sorry, Wonder Woman, you're heading on back to Themyscira. That is not where you want to be right now, as they are going to push down this mid lane. The Darkslayers actually, I'm kind of surprised they didn't opt to go for the Darkslayer here as well. Maybe they think they can just end.
Yeah, they can end the game. If they put both ways here, get 2 to crash into the core, they can easily kill it. Look at the death timers there, 20 seconds. However, this is going to be a little risky though. We might see a potential turn on here if Darkpower screws up and overextend a little bit.
Yeah, I need to be careful here because again, it's very tricky to push in potential because the death timers are starting to come back up now. So instead, opt for the safer play, going to get 2 high grounds, then back out there as well. So there you go. That is the play there. They are able to get 2 of those. Actually, look, rotate potentially into a third here. This is crucial for them. They just need to not overextend, not give up to dumb deaths. They put themselves in a great position. Now they just need to close it out.
Yeah, they gotta be careful here. Let's not be too trigger happy here, Darkpower. I know you guys are ahead, but let's not make any weird decisions. Basically, put your opponent right back into the game because you want to get more kills and show off your 1v fair 5.
don't be too hasty here, Master Hobbits. That's the key in this situation. Just play it out smart as they are going once in unhittable spirals.
Man, look at that Maple. Maple is playing Alice so well. He's landed so many of those sunshine hits that stuns the enemy opponent, and the ultimates have been working really, really well for side of Darkpower.
I mean, this is this hero supposed to play, making me a believer in the Alice rating. Look at the slow, the silence, everything is there. They are doing so much damage, diving in on 4, the knock, a follow-up, the damage coming in the side of Darkpower as Omen is going off in the backline. That Ubu, the Conqueror himself, and that is going to be GG game for 2-0 going to Darkpower. They will remain. One trick is going to be relegated back into that open cup. Their victory going Darkpower.